Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today I have another discussion video, and it's going to be another one of those videos where I really want to get you guys talking in the comments. I know I've been doing quite a few of these actually, but this one really is one that has no definitive answer as of yet, and I really do want to get you guys' opinion on it, because I do have some strong opinions, and it is whether or not GT can actually still exist or be considered a possibility after Battle of Gods' timeline. And I want to start off by saying, obviously if you're watching this when it comes out, the video, you know this already, but for the future viewers, this video was made before the whole revival of Frieza movie came out, so let's keep that in mind. And I will do another video touching upon that after that movie is released. But anyways, let's get started. I know GT's not canon, we all know that, but and there never will be canon, but let's just see if GT can still fit in the Battle of Gods timeline, because a lot of people say that Battle of Gods completely write GT off the radar and all that stuff, and to be honest, I have to disagree. And as I said before, I know GT isn't canon, but I do feel like there are still surprisingly a lot of things that would make GT legitimately applicable in a Battle of Gods story arc, I guess. A continuation, it would still make sense, and I'll give you a couple reasons why. First of all, let's start off with the 10-year gap to the World Tournament with Oob in it, which was in Z, at the end of Z. So I'm going to touch upon Dragon Ball Z first. The very last few episodes of Dragon Ball Z had Oob in it, and Goku was clearly very strong at that point. And I know he was training, obviously, and 10 years will do a lot for you. But compared to how he was in the Buu Saga base level, we don't know how strong his base form was. It's implied that he was weaker than Frieza still, but I still think he'd be stronger than Frieza at that point. But in Battle of Gods, some people will argue that what Beerus's comment is that Beerus said that it doesn't appear that you could defeated Frieza as you are, and he was referring to Goku's base form. But I still think he was heavily suppressed at that point. But that's up for your interpretation. It wasn't very clear. So whether or not you think that is up for grabs, I think he would be considerably stronger than Frieza at the point of the Buu Saga, or at least as strong as his Super Saiyan form from when he was on Namek in his base form. I would say he's around that strength at least. But there's really no way to calculate it, to be completely honest. But anyways, moving on to the end of Z. He was keeping up with Oob, and we don't know exactly how strong Oob was at that point. We know that his potential's around the strength of Kid Buu. He was probably much stronger than that in GT, without counting Majub. But I'd put Oob at the end of Z around maybe in between Perfect Cell and Super Perfect Cell. It's really hard to say, like I said, but judging from that growth from Z to GT, I would put him around there. That's just my estimate. You guys can give me yours or whatever, but we do know that Goku's very strong, and we don't know exactly what the God Essence does when Goku absorbed it. We don't know how much of a boost of power that gives him. We see in the trailer for the new movie, the new Fukkatsu no F movie, that he was keeping up with Frieza in his base form, but we don't know if that was prior to his godly ki or not. I mean, we can assume that Frieza had already acquired his godly ki or whatever his power up is in that trailer, so it's really hard to say. But I could say that the godly boost would give him power, because I think training, considering he wouldn't have a very strong training partner in my opinion, it looked like he mainly trained with Goten, and Goten didn't seem that much stronger than he didn't seem much stronger than a lot of the other characters. Piccolo could have still been stronger than him at that point. We really can't say in that whole World Tournament. So moving on from there, I think Goten was the strongest training partner Goku had been training with for the last 10 years or whatever, if he even had been training for that long with him. We don't know how much time Goku had been slacking off. He did imply that he did train quite a bit, but I don't want to stay on that for too long, because there isn't too much to talk about, because we didn't see a lot between those 10 years from the Buu Saga and the end of Z. So let's move on to GT. Obviously, we know that Goku's base power level was around the strength of his Super Saiyan 3 level. That's what people estimated. And we can do a bunch of comparisons there to prove that. But that's something that isn't necessarily related to this video, and I mean, you can just look on forum sites and see analyses of powers to, you know, actually figure out that he was around the strength of a Super Saiyan 3 level. But let's just use that as a basis. Now I know 15 years of training from the end of the Buu saga to the start of Dragon Ball Z, that's a lot of time, and yeah, he could have trained to that level, definitely. But the God Essence, I feel like, would have given him a boost. And now I know that GT was created before Battle of Gods, but I'm just trying to fit this in place here because it's an interesting topic, I feel. You could say that, from what Akira Toriyama said, after Battle of Gods was released, it was either after or a little before the film was released, he had made a statement that Goku will no longer be training or using his Super Saiyan 2 and 3 forms, and he'll just train his Super Saiyan 1 form from now on, and that has some weight to be held in GT. Because if you look at GT, Goku would either be in his base form or in his Super Saiyan form. There was an instance when he fought against Baby Vegeta that he used Super Saiyan 3, and I would think that Super Saiyan 3 would still give Goku a boost if he had to use it, you know, going off of Battle of Gods timeline, you know, Akira Toriyama's comments. It would still give him a boost, I would feel. It would just be like a last resort kind of thing. Mainly what Goku would use is his Super Saiyan form in GT, so I think that kind of supports Akira Toriyama's, you know, kind of goes in line with Akira Toriyama's comments. But to go off of that, also we saw that, I know this one's kind of silly, guys, but we did see that Gohan went Super Saiyan in Battle of Gods, and he also did it in the trailer of the new film. Whether or not you guys want to take that as anything, that's your choice, but I just wanted to throw that out there. So I wanted to attribute that the God Essence mainly, you know, attributed to a lot of Goku's strength, and there was you know, a large difference in power between Goku and everybody else in Dragon Ball GT. He was way ahead of everyone, and that could have been mainly because of the God Essence. Now, in the new film, Fukatsu no F, we do know that Vegeta seems like he may be getting some sort of power-up, so that could contradict Vegeta's strength in GT, but we didn't see a lot of Vegeta in GT at all, so it's really hard to gauge him. He did appear that he had stopped training, so after that new film, we'll see what happens, but that's really about it, guys. I know it kind of seems like this is a light video, but this is something I really wanted to get my thoughts out there for you guys, to be completely honest, and I know it is a little bit of a weird video, and a lot of you might disagree, but I just wanted to throw out some facts that kind of would still let GT fit in the Battle of Gods timeline, but there are some things in the future that could contradict it in the new film, but we have to see that film to really analyze that. But like I said, I know it's a weird video. A lot of you might find problems with it, and that's fine. I just wanted to get you guys talking in the comment section. I do have something special planned for the, next week as a video. I'm hoping to get my buddy Phil on for a video to do a pretty interesting discussion, and we'll see how that goes. But that has really been it, guys. Like I said before, I know GT's not canon. I know GT was also made before Battle of Gods, and I know that they're not trying to fit it into the timeline whatsoever. But I'm just here to give a hypothetical situation. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new around here at all and want to see more Dragon Ball Z content. But like I said 3 times before, that has been it, guys, and I'll catch you later.